Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today I am going to tell you all about what we know about what Canada is requiring as we look forward to the Alaska season starting up. So first of all, I would like to welcome all of our Let's Go family members, and also welcome to all of you who are new. If there is anyone here who hasn't subscribed to our channel yet, we would love it if you would please consider subscribing. It will make you a member of our Let's Go family, and I think you will also find it really beneficial because we share so much information here, and we also have a lot of fun together. So first of all, I get a lot of questions and comments wondering if Canada will be open in time for the Alaska cruise season this year. And Canada is already open. And today I am going to talk to you about what the requirements are if you are coming from the United States. And so if you are coming from another country, just double check those yourself. If you just Google Canada travel requirements, you will come to their page. It will come up, and then they list according to different countries what is required. So first of all, like I said, Canada is open. You can come there on an airplane, on a marine vessel, on land, just across the border there, whatever, however you would like to get there. They do have different requirements, and they have an Arrive Canada, which is an Arrive Can website that you have to submit your information to if you're going to go there. So first of all, if you're going to go to Canada, they require that you be vaccinated. That is really important. And if you are not going to be vaccinated, then you have to have a test when you arrive there, and you have to quarantine until it's negative. And they also decide at that point if they're going to let you in or not. It is not a done deal until you are there. You are tested, and they decide to go ahead and let you come into their country. So I just wanted to let you know that, and I double checked that with Princess as well today. Even if Princess gives you an exemption to go on a cruise that sails out of Canada, it is not done until you get there and Canada for sure decides to let you in. And so that's just a heads up about that. If you're going to go to Canada, you need to have a PCR test done within 72 hours of when you're going to get to your flight and arrive in Canada. So I would time it so that you can definitely get your test results back, but you need to have those done in that window of 72 hours. And so don't accidentally make it longer than 72 hours, or you'll have to get tested when you get there again and quarantine until they get the results back. So that is a requirement. You also have to go ahead and register, like I said, on their Arrive Can, ARRIVECAN website. And there you have to upload your proof of vaccination. You have to give your travel and your quarantine details, like where you're going to go, where you're going to quarantine if necessary, and it all has to be submitted within 72 hours of when you plan to get there by car, bus, ferry, plane, or train. And so no matter how you're going to get there, you've got to do this. So and then when you're coming back to the United States, you need to show proof of an antigen test done within 24 hours. It can be a PCR or an antigen test within 24 hours, but the really great thing is that antigen test, you actually can get your test results back quickly. Now, if you're going to be going on a cruise there out of Vancouver and returning to Vancouver, all of Princess, I'm thinking, will have the test there for us to be able to do before we come back to the United States. If you are coming back to the United States and you're just coming back without flying, just crossing at the border, you don't need to do that COVID test. That is just required for people that fly in. And so it's not required of people that come across on land or people that come by marine vessel, cruise ship, or anything. So keep that in mind. But just be aware that if you are going to be going to Canada and you are going to be getting off of the cruise ship in Vancouver, Princess will have the test for you, and then you can go to the Vancouver airport and get on the airplane and fly home. If you are going to be getting on a Princess transfer and going over to Seattle, at that time, I am sure that if you need to have a COVID test to be able to do that, Princess will supply it. Otherwise, they will let us know. Now, if they are not going to be doing it, we do have a lot of options, and I want to tell you about those. First of all, we've had some really great members of the Let's Go family let us know that in Canada, it's kind of like the equivalent of like our Walgreens and CVS. They have a place called Shoppers Drug Mart, and there are a lot of those around, and you can easily get a COVID test done there. So that's a really great resource. And another really great resource is if you are going to be going back to the Vancouver airport and then flying home, you can go ahead and be tested there. So if you are flying in to Canada and you have not been tested yet, in their international arrivals hall, they've got a COVID testing place there. And the website is www.lifelabs.com. And you can register there before you go and get tested. You register before you go, you make an appointment, and then you get tested. They will take walk-up appointments, but sometimes they might be really busy and you'll have to wait longer. But I think it's great that they've got something for people that are flying into the country. If you are leaving, there are 3 different locations in the Vancouver airport that you can get a COVID test done. And I was really happy to hear that there are 3 because, you know, sometimes it can be really busy in those airport testing locations. And especially if a cruise is just ending and there are lots of people, then you can go to one of those places. And the easiest thing to do is just Google Vancouver Airport. They have actually a really good website for an airport, and they list all of the places. You can make an appointment if you want. You can do walk-ups. It's no problem at all. So just know about those 2 resources, the Shoppers Drug Mart and the airport. I'm sure that there are lots of other places, but to me, those seemed like the easiest ones. And so just kind of keep those in mind just as a backup. We had one Let's Go family member. I can't remember if I told you or not, but they were on a cruise. I think it was on the Caribbean Princess. One of their travel party members needed a test to return to their home country, and the Princess ship ran out. When they went to be tested at the end of the cruise, they were out. And so have like a backup plan of what you can do to get that test if you need to. So I know that we're going to do that. So let me tell you what we're kind of thinking of doing for our cruise. Now, our cruise is round trip out of Vancouver. It's May 2nd, right there at the beginning of the season. And so I went ahead today actually and booked the transfer that takes you from the Seattle airport up to the port in Vancouver. It costs $79 each way, and it'll take you literally from the airport in Seattle up to the port. And it says, when I called Princess to do it, because it wasn't showing up as an option on our the way you book it is you just go into the cruiseonprincess.com, you click manage this booking, and then once you come into that, you click travel at the top, and then it comes up with the options to book easier if you would like to, and then below that is where you would book a transfer. And it wasn't showing up on ours that you could get that transfer from the Seattle airport to the port. So I called Princess, she booked it for us, I just gave her the credit card over the phone, and it's paid for. So now when we go, we will upload our information into that ArriveCan website within 72 hours of when we go, and then when we get there, we'll be able to get on the Princess Shuttle. She told us it's a 6-hour bus ride, and it's absolutely beautiful, she said, to get us up to the port. So we're going to go to the airport really early that morning, because with the bus ride taking that long, I'm sure that they're going to be leaving early so that they've got a chance to get everybody up there. I just thought that number one, for us, it is much cheaper to fly into Seattle. Like, I think our tickets were $287 with Princess Easy Air round trip each, and the ones to Vancouver were around $600 round trip. So it's much cheaper for us to fly in and out of Seattle and just take that transfer. And then the other thing is on the Canada website, it said that people can be randomly selected when they fly in to be tested for COVID. And when you do that, you get tested and you have to quarantine and wait until they get your test results back. And so I just thought that it kind of took out that uncertainty, that I didn't need to worry about that anymore, as well as saving a lot of money and enjoying a beautiful ride and seeing part of Canada that I haven't seen before. When we did a cruise from Anchorage to Vancouver, we took the Princess transfer that time from the Vancouver port down to the Seattle airport, but it was really quick. It was not near that long. It was maybe I don't know, maybe it was 2 hours at the very most, but it was nowhere near that long. And the scenery was not exceptionally beautiful. I mean, it was pretty. It's just pretty. But it sounds like this is just going to be an extra special ride. And plus it will get us there and work out really smoothly. So that's what we're going to do. And so if you've got that cruise booked, you might want to consider that option, especially if it's cheaper in and out of Seattle for you. Let's see, is there anything else I wanted to tell you about that? Oh, I know what I want to tell you. I also wanted to tell you, don't worry about it right now. And I say that from the standpoint of familiarize yourself with what's going on, but don't worry yet, because all of this went into effect. The latest updates here in what is required was December 15th of 2021. And you might recall that that is when everyone started to get so worried about Omicron. Well, our Omicron numbers are starting to go down. And honestly, I am not exactly sure what effect that will have on what the requirements are coming into Canada. But I just wanted to let you know that Princess says, and I'm sure they are working with the health officials there, and they will figure out a way to make it so that it'll go smoothly for us. I am very confident in that. And they also have not released anything, like they haven't said like what all the requirements are going to be for just a cruise ship that calls at a port. Like a lot of cruise ships will be calling in Victoria, and there's another port also, it's escaping me right now, but a lot of cruise ships are going to be calling at that port as well, or I don't know the word a lot, quite a few stops in that port as well in Canada. And so surely they are having in their mind that they are figuring out a way that it will be efficient for people to come and be able to visit there and get off of the ship and have a nice visit and then get back on the ship and leave. And so we'll just wait. I am sure that we'll receive information about that. Princess has a great COVID health protocol FAQ page that I keep my eye on, and they also said that they will notify anyone that has any of those cruises booked, and my husband and I have one right there at the beginning of the season booked, and so hopefully we will receive any information that Princess shares with people booked on those cruises. And so I will keep you all up to date. So I just wanted to give you a picture of kind of where we stand today with Canada and the Alaska cruise season, and let you know that I really think that what is required is surely manageable. It sounds like the main thing is registering on that website and making sure that you've got your test before you go. And we will just keep our eye. Princess, I'm sure, will let us know what all of the streamlined requirements are as well. And so I think it's very manageable. And so we should all be looking forward to having a wonderful cruise if we get to go to Alaska this summer, as well as a wonderful cruise anywhere else. In addition to this, I just want to add on super fast. I've had questions about what the cruise protocols are going to be for ports out of the UK and out of Europe for this summer, and we haven't received those yet either. I would think they'll be coming. I think the earliest cruises are in March, and so I look forward to seeing that soon, but I'll let you know as soon as I do. And so I hope that this is helpful to you. If you've got any questions, just tuck it in the comments below. If you appreciate these updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up, as that really helps us out. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. Y'all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.